is KOIN Local 6 News at 5.
Now on KOIN Local 6 at 5, standing water and landslides are making travel tricky in and around Portland, and the threat for even more rain is on the way. Welcome to KOIN Local 6 at 5 o'clock. I'm Jenny Hansen in for Jeff and Kelly tonight. A hillside gave way around noon today along Northwest Cornell. Well, that forced Portland transportation officials to close the road so they can safely clean up the mess. Some of the trees that came down in that slide got tangled with power lines. Traffic is now detouring onto Northwest Thompson and 53rd. Now, if you can avoid being in that area, you are being asked to do so. You can take Burnside or the Sunset as a plan B. The road's expected to stay closed until sometime tomorrow. And things are pretty soggy along the Oregon coast, too. Just take a look at what drivers are dealing with in Seaside and the surrounding communities. High water has funneled into the usual spots along Highway 101. Traffic is moving, but people are going very slowly. Road crews say there are weather and road issues all along 101. The best advice is to avoid that area as well until the floodwater recedes and crews can clean up that mess. Well, it rained hard for most of the night and into the morning. Here's a live look outside from the KOIN Local 6 tower camera. You can see some clouds out there, just kind of dark and gloomy, and we're dealing with on and off showers right now. Meteorologist Matt Brode in for Bruce Sussman. And Matt, are we going to keep seeing this throughout the night?
You know what, Jenny, that front has finally pushed on off to the east, but man, when it rained today, it poured. This was a time lapse that we caught earlier, and hardly seeing a break at all from the heavy rains until later this afternoon, and that cold front is now off to the east, but not before depositing quite a bit of rain across many spots here in the metro. Look at West Lynn, for example, just under an inch and a half of rain today alone. Sherwood about 1.25 inches and over 1 inch in Oregon City, as well as Lake Oswego. But I'm happy to report some clear breaks out there right now. We are beginning to dry on out. It's 41 degrees. Last check at the airport. Southeast winds at 6 miles per hour. So we're a little bit chilly, but you know what? For a change, we're dry, and it looks like we're going to stay relatively dry. No big storms for the next couple of days. Dry across the metro, a couple of snow showers still kicking off in the Cascades, a few more out by the Coast Range, but notice there's just really not much coming this way. So I think we're going to go for a mostly dry night across the board from 7, 9 to 11 o'clock, just a gradual cool down through the 30s. Full weather forecast in a few minutes, Jenny, and we'll talk about the next great chance of really substantial amounts of rain. See you in a few.
Sounds good. Thanks, Matt. It may be all rain here, but it is all snow in the Cascades. Timberline Lodge has measured nearly 5 feet of snow since Saturday. KOIN Local 6 reporter Chris Woodard is live in Government Camp with the latest. Chris.
Jenny, we're here along Highway 26 where it is pretty slow going on the roads. And if you take a look at all the snow here, it's easy to see why. This bank next to the parking lot, it's almost shoulder deep for me. Right behind me, there's a parking sign covered in several feet of snow. And of course, the further you go up this mountain, the deeper all this snow gets.
It is slippery and slow, but steady.
There's some snow on the ground, but it's really no trouble if you just don't do anything stupid.
Today, there is no choice about how to get up the mountain.
I mean, we trained up like 10 minutes ago, like 10 minutes before. It wasn't bad at all.
The payoff is a drastic difference from the rainy streets of Portland. Many, like these friends, came looking for snow.
It was really deep, way deeper than I thought. I thought it was only going to be like a couple of inches or something.
All week, mountain areas have been getting dumped on.
There's a lot more of it than I'm used to seeing, that's for sure.
And it's taking some extra work to get around.
You know, we have to scoop it out so we can go home.
But all this snow is attracting plenty of people looking for a little winter fun.
It's pretty epic. I work a lot, and this is one of the first days I got to go up here. So
Vlad Okolog lives for trips down the mountain.
I'm a huge snowboarding enthusiast, and it soothes my heart to get out of the rain and see the snow, and it's wonderful up here. And especially with Christmas coming around, this is awesome.
At Timberline, they say they've gotten 42 inches of snow in the last 72 hours.
It really came on quickly this year. That's what was a little bit different, and it's just these last couple of storms that have really turned it into a winter wonderland up here.
It'll take some work to get through the snow to the snow. But if you listen to these people tell it, it is well worth the drive.
It's so beautiful when you look at the snow. It's so clean. Because in the city, the snow is dirty and blah, but the snow is blue when you really look at it down inside.
Tonight there are still traction, tire, and chain warnings here on Highway 26. But as for the ski hills and lodges, a lot of them are taking advantage of all this snow. They say they'll be open for extended hours over the holiday season. So if a white Christmas is what you're looking for, I think this is probably your best option. Reporting live for you in Government Camp, I'm Chris Woodard, KOIN Local 6.
Our new reporter, Chris Woodard, who just moved from Madison, Wisconsin. Glad we could welcome him with this white stuff. Thanks, Chris. Well, don't forget, you can track these storms while you're on the go. Just download the KOIN Local 6 Pinpoint Weather app to see the same radar that Matt uses and to get those second storm alerts. Best part is the app is free for iPhone and Android users.